Always one of my favorite interviews to do. These are signing interviews because we've had a couple of our Golden Eagles move on to the next level, or moving on to the next level, I should say. Jackie Stokes and Mattiese Loretan joining us. And women's soccer had a great year this year, and you guys are hoping to continue that in the future. I guess we'll start with you, Jackie, and Mattiese will follow up with the same question. But what was the careers like? Before we talk about where you guys are heading, what was the career like here at L Trip? I mean, you had it for 1 year. You were here for a couple of years. What was the experience at L Trip like for you two?
I mean, obviously, I came in here with a lot on my plate. I committed very late. But the career here, it's unbelievable. I mean, moving 24 hours, 25 hours away from home, meeting a bunch of new people, having an exceptional, season. So that's something that I'll remember for a long time, and just pushing through everything as a team, because obviously we started out a little rough, and then obviously ending up at the national tournament.
Mattiese, you had a couple coaches here, two different ones. What was the experience like, just overall, kind of both the ups and downs? But there were more ups, it seems like, for you in your career than downs, for sure.
Yeah, definitely. I think coming in here, I didn't really know what to expect, coming from Australia and coming to a different country to go to college. But I think both of my seasons were really great. We just missed out on going to nationals the first year, so it was really great to finally get to do that. I've had amazing teammates, so yeah, it's overall been really good.
Both of you made long journeys here. You a little bit longer, Mattiese, coming from Australia, but you're coming from the East Coast, Jackie. What's it like transitioning to a new school? And do you feel going to help you going to the next level when you have to uproot so far to come to this level?
I definitely think coming to a JUCO was the right move, and I would recommend it to anyone. I feel like it lets you get your groove and start playing college soccer and see what it's about, and if you want to go to that next level, because for so long I was still unsure, and I think it's just a good year, 2 years to find out what you want to do.
So obviously I'm a transfer, so this was my first year here, transferring in from a Division I that wasn't really doing well, and then coming here, it's just, I don't know, it was a good decision on my part, and I'm glad I did. It's obviously a little different moving out here, but I've always been away from home because the academy in Florida and then Arkansas and now here, so I'm glad I made the decision.
You guys are both heading to different schools, obviously. You're going to Georgia Southwestern State, Jackie, and you're heading to Texas A&M International, Mattiese. What made you decide on those schools, first of all? What were some of the things that drew you to the schools that you're going to be heading to?
Honestly, like I said, I'm a little farther away from home now. So being a little bit closer to home, it's still about, I'd say, 16 hours from my Pennsylvania home, but only 4 hours from my Tennessee home. And being a little bit closer there, but the girls, they obviously, them and coach, they're what ultimately made me choose that school, because those are the girls you're going to spend every single day with, probably for the first 2 months of school, every single minute with of the day. You're going to eat together, you're going to play together, and do everything.
What about for you, Mattiese? You're still going to be far away from home regardless, so really I'm assuming it was more of the school environment that drew you to Texas A&M International.
So when I was looking for a school, one of my biggest criteria was somewhere hotter, a hotter climate. And so Texas definitely clicked, checked that box. And I also wanted a team that played more possession style and a different formation to here, more to what I was playing at home. And that coach is offering that for me, and he just seems what I was looking for in that area. So I kind of just, it all worked out. So
you both play forward for the L Trip, for the Golden Eagles. What's the position going to be like for you down there? Have you talked to the coaches about what your playing style is going to be like where you head to?
So we play with 2 9s down there. So he said I'll be coming in playing as the 9. One's kind of more holding, and the other one sits more high. So he said I'll probably be sitting that holding position and feeding balls through.
What about for you?
We're going to most likely be a 4-3-3, so same as we're usually playing here, or a 4-4-2. So, I'll still be up top either way. So.
Now, for you, Jackie, it's your second experience at a 4-year school. So what are you looking forward to most about getting up to that level and playing in a pretty competitive conference in the D2 level?
Just going back there, honestly, because as I said, I was in the SWAC before, so very high level play, Division I level, and going back to a very competitive Division II level, because every year it's very competitive to try to get to the national tournament.
You're going to be in the Lone Star Conference down in Texas, which a little bit of travel that's in between schools, Mattiese, as far as getting to some of those games, but once again, a very competitive conference that you're going to be competing in. Do you feel like having had such distance to travel up here is going to help prepare you a little bit for being in that conference and the competition level?
Yeah, definitely. I think like we've traveled a lot, obviously, like being here, and I think that definitely will prepare me for down there. And yeah, I'm excited for like the competition and how we like. I feel like this conference, like it's not as competitive, and like some games, like you kind of go into them knowing that it's like going to be like an easy win. So I'm excited for like, yeah, you never know what's going to happen really.
Beyond the field side of things, obviously pursuing a 4-year means you're going to be pursuing a degree at those. What are you guys going to be heading to school for as far as that goes? And how excited are you to really be able to dig in a little bit more to what your future careers might hold?
So right now I'm neuroscience. So obviously brain science with hopes of being a neurosurgeon. So I have a lot of school. So I'll be going into pre-med there, bio-pre-med, and then continuing throughout med school and then everything else after.
What about for you, Mattiese?
I'm studying elementary education, so I'm just going to finish out my 2 years there. And then if I decide to go home, I'll have to like do a bit of like a transfer degree, but yeah, that's the plan.
Last question, and we'll let you guys go because I really appreciate the time, but I know it's getting towards the end of the year and obviously a lot of book work for you guys to still be doing for finals, but what's advice you would give? I mean, this is a big decision for any athlete that comes to the next level, and when you look at choosing a school, whether it was coming to a JUCO or whether it's making that decision for where you want to go, what are big questions that you guys ask? What are some of the things that you guys were hoping to hear, were looking for at that next level?
Honestly, just take a leap of faith. I mean, you're going to go somewhere, just find your home, find your group of girls that you know will be there for you and you know, like, you'll get along with, you'll, like, have fun with.
I think for like the freshmen here, like my biggest like advice to them would be like take in like this next year. Like everyone says like you're gonna miss like the JUCO so much, and like coming up to like the final weeks here, I know all of us are like dreading like saying goodbye. And I guess like just moving on, like don't just like go to a school because like they're offering you like the right money. Like make sure it's the right fit for you, and just keep talking until you find like that perfect match.
Well, always great to celebrate athletes moving on to the next level, and always great to celebrate a team that's done some big things here at LCCC. You guys were a big part of it. Mattiese, just kind of that solid rock that was good for passing, good for goal scoring, and Jackie coming along strong with some big goals at the end of the year. But both of you have meant so much to the program, and we're looking forward to continuing to follow your careers at the next level. Thanks for the time.
Thank you.